Walser set to kick off.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hurts. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Rohrwasser made the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Now a handoff looking right. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made by Jay.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, the ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Made by Jayon Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Sanders. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Packers nothing.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
They're running it. 44, Mike. Trap 60. You're not ready. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. 3 buzz. 4 buzz to Mike.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Tighten up. Go check. Hey, check out. Street. Check out, bro.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Pick it up. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep. Hurts fumbles it, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Mike, go forward. Hey, get in the way. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the curve. Watch the curves. 44.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On play action, they'll throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. Judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works, and that incomplete.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
The Bears' 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. As they run the counter play. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Packers 21, Bears 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And got his man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. Hurts fumbles it, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Packers 28, Bears 10.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Marlon Davidson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's good.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
21.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as he'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Sanders. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a carry for Sanders. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
The 4-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Back now at Soldier Field.
21.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? On second down now. It's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a little floater there is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through it. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go, go, go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 36, 36. Hey, check them. Street.
They'll go again with Sanders. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they ended up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Packers.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Green Bay.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
The pass complete.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
3rd down. And 5 yards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to Sanders on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run it, Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the 5-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 5, here's second and 2. Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth.
A 30-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the lane.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because
he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we